Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining today. So if you have any questions as we go through this webinar, please just type them into that questions box on your screen. We'll be sure to get those answered by the end. But with that being said, I'll kick it over to Koerber, the COO of P3 Propane Safety.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming today. This is going to be kind of a quick one today. We've made some modifications to our P3 mobile for cathodic inspections. We are waiting for our guests to join us. So we'll kill a little bit of time here on the front end and kind of give it a minute or two until hopefully she's able to log in. Someone that was really, really important in us making these recent changes. Wish I knew how to juggle because I would do that to kill the time. And if she doesn't join in the near future, I'll just step through them without her. But it'd be nice for her to participate because she's a big part of the process. So I can do a little, I guess, maybe, can you give me the opportunity to share my screen?
Yep, and Kyle, I think Sarah was able to jump on here as well, so she should be joining us in a second here.
Oh, perfect. All right. And is Sarah on now? Okay, so just by recap, I'm on the dashboard now, and everyone should now be aware of the new reports menu that we have within P3. We've organized it. We're trying to make it more intuitive. There'll be some more changes coming, and you can go to reports, containers, and we can see our cathodic inspection tracking here. It's going to show your containers as not current, no inspection, current, or service required. Those are the sections within that. We can then take a look at the mobile service. And so within the mobile service, we can select the customer, select the location. And this is a somewhat of a recent change. We're going to pull up all of your container information that you can select, or we can add a new container if that's the case. But in this case, we're going to select, we'll take this 500 water gallon ASME and step through this. Same thing, there is the mobile professor for all of our input fields. And we can continue. Okay. I don't know how I chose this one. So what I wanted to see here, and Sarah hasn't joined yet, has she?
No, it looks like she was having some issues with her camera and mic.
Okay.
Microphone. We're here, but it won't let us turn on a camera.
That's great, Sarah. We can hear you.
Okay.
So special guest Sarah Caferella from VanderYacht Propane on the West Coast, Western Washington State. And Sarah, thanks for joining us.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I cannot get the camera to work.
That's a-okay, a-okay. Sarah, will you give people a little bit background, a little bit of overview of your background in the propane industry?
Yeah, I've been with VanderYacht Propane for the last 5 years. Had not been in the propane business prior to that. I mostly deal with the service department, so processing service work, paperwork, and making sure that everything is in compliance and yeah, just processing paperwork, billing, that sort of thing.
Thanks, Sarah. And Sarah, I think, cares about doing her job right. And that's always special when people really want to do their job right. It's very admirable, especially as you get older, you might realize that you really don't have to do your job right to get through your day. But doing it the right way, uh, we really appreciate that. That's a really great quality. And Sarah, will you describe your cathodic process, but how that worked before P3?
Yeah, so before P3, it was really just paper and pen and a binder, well, several binders. Made it really difficult to keep track of the different tests, the initial, the confirmation, the periodic, as well as when properties sold, like the new owners and transferring all of that information to the new owner was very time consuming and tedious. And P3 has streamlined that process exponentially for us. So it's been very nice to have your program.
Well, thanks, Sarah. And it's been great to work with you. And I explained a little bit on the front end that you were instrumental to a recent change that we made that we want to demonstrate here with the inspection. And do you want to talk a little bit about what your process for basically reviewing the documentation? You're always emailing us like what that looked like and what we did to hopefully make that better.
Yeah, so initially when we first started using P3 for the cathodic protection testing, the technicians were not selecting the correct dropdown. So I was emailing you a lot with corrections because, like you said, I do like things to be done the right way. Because your program, it's important that it is input properly so that we can get the proper notifications on the next test that needs to come due. So that's one of the main reasons that we were really liking the P3 program, is because it notifies us when we need to go back out and perform the confirmation or the periodic follow-up test. So the technicians just were not selecting the correct drop-down. So you implemented a change which really helped. It helped tremendously, and it just allows it to automatically populate what they should be checking if we have previously done something within P3 for that tank, I guess. But I'm sure you can explain better than I did.
No, yeah, that's yeah. We're just giving you a heads up. Of course, you're going to see other stuff like the anode size and anotype and number of anodes, but add this note: hey, here's the last inspection was the confirmation. Did you, when they were picking the wrong type of inspection, was there any rhyme or reason they just pick initial because it's the first one on the list, or was it just randomly wrong?
It was probably a little bit of, it was the first thing on the list. And then also, I don't think that they had a full understanding of what the different tests were and the time frames for them. So I think it was just a little bit of both.
Gotcha. So very simple. And so, we added the last inspection type here, and it was really cool because Sarah would always email us and say, hey, we just did this inspection and it has a wrong inspection type. Most people are like having a hard enough time just even doing the inspections, uh, let alone auditing it and making sure that everyone was filling out the paperwork or documenting correctly. So, really cool to see someone do that. Sarah, the other thing you guys have been, as we were talking ahead of time, and this is our test site here, but you've been able to use cathodic testing to generate some revenue specifically with tank replacements. Is that correct?
Yes, we have, I would say, replaced around 5 tanks. And then we're constantly installing new anodes for tests that didn't pass. So yeah, it's brought quite a bit of work to the service department and created some revenue for sure.
Well, that's great. How did for the replacements that you did, how did that how did you guys approach the homeowners?
So we just contact them, let them know that we came out, we did an inspection of their tank and it didn't pass, explained a little bit about the importance of the anodes and what they do to keep the tank protected. And I mean, I think most homeowners just want to be sure that everything is safe. And so it hasn't really been an issue. We just tell them the process of what needs to be done, installing a new anode or 2 and hooking it up. And then we go back out and we do obviously the initial, the confirmation and the periodic follow-ups after that.
Well, that's great. Who does the testing for you? Are the drivers doing it, or what does that look like? Who's actually doing the testing in the field?
Yeah, no, just our service technicians are out there doing the testing.
Yep. Great. Well, great. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to be able to keep people safe, to be in compliance, regulatory compliance, and to generate new revenue. When those 3 things can align, that's special.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's made my life a lot easier for the tracking.
That's great to hear. Well, great. Well, is there anything else that you'd want to comment on, Sarah?
I don't think so. I just really have enjoyed working with P3. You're always so quick to reply if I have questions or concerns or corrections that need to be made. And we just really appreciate the open communication.
Well, thank you. That's great to hear. Well, we really appreciate you, and we're going to keep making this better. So, yeah, please keep letting us know how we, what you think we should be doing next. And we're focused on making this more intuitive, creating more functionality, and creating a tool that makes regulatory compliance possible. So thank you, Sarah. And I think we've covered what we want to cover today, and we can open that up to see if there are any questions from everyone online today.
Okay, wonderful. That sounds great. Thank you so much. And I apologize for my technical difficulties here today.
No apology necessary. Thank you.
Thank you.
And it doesn't look like any questions have come through, Kyle.
All right. Well, thanks for joining today. We appreciate your time. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll be back in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you.